this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Elizabeth. And Elizabeth asks, how to handle new vortices and how to create ley lines. And this, of course, is not a particularly simple subject, and I can only go so far in a vlog, but to start to answer this question, a vortex is an energy center, and a ley line is an energy pathway, specifically in regard to the Earth, and when they occur in the body, they're usually called chakras and meridians, but the idea is the same. Energy centers and energy pathways, and they're everywhere. They exist in our bodies, they exist in the world around us, they exist in time and space. And everything that exists basically has both centers and pathways, the pathways linking the centers. And these occur naturally, they can also be created. How do you create them? You create them by the intentional or unintentional application of energy in different ways. To create a vortex, you would basically create an energetic construct in a particular area and continue to feed it and to shape it, to put it into the shape that you want it to be, to put it into the kind of energy you want it to be. If it were, for example, a healing vortex, you would be constantly focusing healing energy into it and making sure that it retained the healing quality you wanted it to have, and it would then be a very good place to do healings. Now, if you happen to have dedicated temple space, this can be something you might want to consider. But if you later have to leave that temple space, you want to make sure that you ground out that energy you have created, because people who come to it later won't know what to do with it, and may be quite frightened, and could even be adversely affected, even though it was a good positive energy. But because they don't know what to do with it, it might not have that same good positive effect for them. Now, we can do this intentionally, as I've just said. People also do it unintentionally. If a person, for example, is constantly focused on negative things, that area where they are doing this, their home, the place where they work, can also absorb that energy and be a bit of a vortex in its own right. So this is also a possibility to consider. Normally, however, when we use the term, we're referring to natural vortices, but again, they can be created. The same is true for ley lines or energy pathways, and those are created by sending energy back and forth, often by physical motion, going back and forth through travel, but also simply by sending that energy. And if you wanted to create that sort of pathway, you would do it by sending the energy between two vortices. The Great Crystal Web is an example of an artificial kind of construct that uses both artificial vortices and artificial ley lines. So, I hope that answers your question and gives you something to think about, and until next time, may you blessed be. Today's vlog is brought to us by the term candle magic.
Candle magic. Candle magic is the art of using a candle to focus your energy and intent to bring about a desired result. Usually, the candle is lit and focused on for a period of meditation. The candle may then be allowed to burn until it is consumed, in the belief that the burning is bringing the desired result into manifestation. Alternatively, the candle may be extinguished and the ritual repeated at intervals, such as every day for a set number of days. In addition, there are many other ways to use candles in the practice of magic. Always remember that magic is a tool of self-improvement and transformation, and should be used with care and for the good of all.